Okay, so I'm going to test out live news. I don't know how well this is going to go. If it doesn't go very well, I'll just record a new video. But hey, anyway, we're doing the news. It's live. It came out at 9 o'clock. It's 9:08. So yeah, we're going to hop into it. Feel free to subscribe and stuff for content in the future. But anyways, let's go over this. So this is kind of a big one because there's a collaboration. People are already in the chat. Hey, how are you? But we got the update preview. So experience the collaboration event now. And then we've got just a small little image of whatever. It's the collab. New heroes. We have Pickup Draw. We have Stranger Things 11, Jim Hopper, Mike Wheeler, and Will Byers. Collaboration heroes are level 80 and fully awakened, so that is actually very interesting. I wasn't sure if they were going to keep doing all this stuff all the time, but it looks like we are getting characters pretty much level 80 fully awakened, I guess. I mean, they do it every once in a while, but I don't know, it's kind of nice because I've honestly been grinding a ton of demon materials and everything like that to make sure that I could get the collab heroes like ready to use. But now I don't really have to worry about that. So that's actually kind of nice. I'll just have to worry about Super Awakening, which we're getting Super Awakening 5 this update. So that should be interesting. So it looks like 11 is a blue unit, has 2 attack cards, no debuffs. It almost looks like the exact same image for her passive and her ultimate. So that's okay, I guess. Kind of interesting. Mike has a debuff card and an attack card. And then he's a red unit. Will is a green unit and has a debuff card and an attack card as well. And then double attack card for Jim Hopper. God, I'm not excited for Jim Hopper with his shotgun. He's a red unit, by the way, so hopefully the one Escanor can at least hold off against the shotgun for a little bit. Oh, very interesting. I don't actually know if they're going to be going over what these skills do. Hopefully they do in the bottom section of it. Somebody in chat asked if this is for tomorrow night. This should be for tomorrow night. I'll probably end up doing a stream tomorrow night as well for some live summons. So hopefully if you guys want to hang out for that, we'll do that. All right. So new events. Check-in event is going to be happening. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a 2-week-long check-in event. Where we'll end up getting tickets and stuff like that. Just save all of your tickets until you get enough to do a multi. You'll get an extra draw that way. Instead of getting 10 heroes, you'll get 11. So that'll be kind of nice. 11, haha, character. Get collab hero costumes and titles as reward during the special collaboration event. So I'm pretty sure they said that they're going to be giving away 1 free outfit for all of the collaboration heroes, like 1 for each hero. So that should be pretty interesting. It looks like Jim's is like a Hawaiian shirt sort of deal, which is really funny. So that's kind of interesting. So they're doing a world quest, which means that we're going to have some sort of 7 Deadly Sins and Stranger Things crossover story, which will be kind of fun. Hopefully there will be some decent rewards in that. Upside down exploration sounds really interesting. I wonder if that's just going to be some sort of like new PvE content or something like that. That could be kind of cool. It sounds kind of neat. We are getting a Mind Flayer deathmatch and event exchange shop, so I'm not completely sure if this is going to be like a 2-man thing or if they're going to try to bring back the raid mechanic where it's like 4 people competing for the best score. I kind of want them to bring that kind of thing back because we really don't get it all that often, but then again, it's kind of hard to sometimes it's hard to get enough people in those to have like an actual like fun match. But I think this is probably just going to be, since it's a death match, it'll probably just be the 2 people, like you and a friend, or you and a random, sort of like go up against the Mind Flayer. So that should be kind of cool. Stranger Things play events. We're getting a check-in event, of course. There's going to be special missions. I'm assuming they're going to give probably the free copy of whoever the new unit is. We are going to be getting a free unit at some point. I don't know if they're going to go over who that is in this note. I would imagine so, but we'll just have to wait a little bit. So we'll probably get the free copy of the SSR unit from that. Special cards event, I'm assuming that's going to be like one of those events where you just turn over the cards and get rewards for it, which is kind of nice because honestly those have pretty decent rewards. Hawk's Awesome Treasure Chest event is going to be going on as well, so maybe this isn't like what I think it is, but unless they're just going to be running 2 different sorts of like free reward events, so that could be kind of cool. Diamond Perks event, so that's always kind of nice. So if you're going to be spending on the collab, you'll get a little bit of reimbursement from that, which if I'm not mistaken, they said in the previous like dev notes or whatever that if you go all the way to the 600 mark on this specific banner, they're going to be giving you 100 diamonds back once you complete the full 600 rotation. So it's basically like doing a rotation for 500 gems, which is kind of nice. Like, I really can't complain too much about that. It's kind of a nice thing. So yeah, kind of interesting. Buff event, so they're going to be looks like pretty much doing the normal stuff they do. Continue the main story quest for free once a day. That's really nice. Player experience is going to be doubled on stage clears, which is pretty good. Hero enhance ultra and super success rate up, and then they're going to be doing a salvage event as well, so that's pretty nice as well. Stranger Things collab event title added. Event title, a peek inside the upside down. So I'm pretty sure the event title is going to be the thing that goes underneath your name, so that should be pretty interesting. I guess if you want to rep the collab. New growth event is going to be coming out. I still haven't finished the growth event that's going on right now, so I need to do that. Okay, so these outfits are actually pretty interesting. Look at that shotgun. Oh, I can't handle this. Honestly, so they have their sort of like D&D, like fantasy sort of outfits, which I think is kind of cool. I honestly think I like Mike the best, like as far as the outfit goes, but 11 I think is going to be a really interesting character. I think I'll probably like 11 the most as a character, so that should be pretty interesting. Costume sets for the 4 Stranger Things hero or collab heroes. They are going to be doing one of these SSR bundles where you get a guaranteed collab hero. I don't know. These are always kind of hit or miss because this is going to be like a $24 bundle, like US dollars, which I think is okay. But at the same time, if you pull the free unit, or if you do your summons first and then you use this ticket, I feel like if you're gonna buy this ticket, you probably want to use it before you do summons, so that way you're not disappointed when you pull like a dupe of the characters that you already maybe have or whatever. But I don't know, it's really up to you if you want to actually buy that. I don't know, I think it's a little pricey, but at the same time, if you're just looking to get one unit, maybe it could be cool. Going to be some other collaboration bundles. That one has 300 diamonds, which is pretty interesting. If that one actually has like a somewhat decent price point, that's not like $80, which I would assume it's probably going to be, that actually might be a halfway decent deal. And then the other one's 145 diamonds, so I would imagine probably cut the price in half on that one or something. Okay, so Stranger Things collaboration celebration bundles, guaranteed SSR, those 2 bundles right there. Equipment stat change bundle, I'm assuming that'll probably be like anvils and hammers. Diamond shop bonuses, so it'll probably give you some sort of small rewards for buying things out of the diamond shop. I would imagine it's probably going to be tickets, so that should be pretty interesting as well. Ongoing purchase bundles, new starter bundle 3. That could be kind of interesting. Substantial Grimoire bundle. Grimoire bundle, not Grimoire. I don't know what that is. New starter bundle is also kind of interesting as well. Special rank achievement bundles 1 through 5. So if these are anything like the rank up bundles where like you end up getting like rewards based on what player level you are and stuff like that, those were actually really, really good bundles as far as like value to like diamonds ratio. So yeah, if this is anything like that and it's actually like a decent deal, this will probably be something that a lot of people will recommend you buy if you're not already like, you know, if you're willing to spend money on the game, I guess. Because I think the rank up bundles were like $26 a piece or something like that, and then they maybe got up to like $40, which is sort of expensive, but for the actual amount of diamonds that you got off of some of those rank up bundles, it was pretty crazy, like pretty good stuff. System changes. We are going to get Super Awakening Tier 5 unlocked. It says, we advise you fill the gauge to the exact value, as any excess amount will not be carried over and will disappear. So that just means if you use extra stuff, like if you were to use like the platinum coins because they give you more, if you, I don't know, use too many of those or something like that, and it's just going to delete whatever the extra value that you put in. It's not going to like give you that back in some sort of form or carry over to Super Awakening Tier 6 whenever that unlocks. So be careful with that, I guess. The gauge will require more materials the lower the ultimate level. I honestly still wish they would get rid of that, but it is what it is. It kind of sucks, but at least we can, I don't know, upgrade without having the upgrade or the ultimate level. Unlike when they first added it, that was really awful. They're adding the Clock Tower of Eternity, which is the Super Awakening Coins dungeon. So you can get to that basically the same way you get to the Anvil dungeon. Clear stages to get Super Awakening coins. Use the limited time dungeon key to unlock the dungeon for 30 minutes. Okay, so that is a huge deal breaker, I feel like. Unless you just really need Super Awakening coins, I feel like the best way to go is just going to be getting like the Anvil dungeon, I guess. So that should be kind of a no-brainer, I think. New Tower of Trials unlocked. So they pretty much said in the last dev notes that they were going to be doing the new Tower of Trials, and then I think on the next update we're going to be doing the sort of like the rest of the Tower of Trials that we've missed out on global. So I don't think that JP and Korea are going to be doing those. They're just going to keep going with the new Tower of Trials, and then we'll get the rest of those sort of at a later date. So this should be really interesting. There's only 3 floors to it, so I am assuming they're going to be pretty hard, but we it's obviously not going to take as much I guess like time to like grind through the whole thing. It's just going to be about figuring out what the gimmick for the floors are and figuring out how to beat them, which I don't know, as a community I feel like it's not going to be super hard for everybody to kind of figure out what it is and spread that information out so that way people can figure it out. Okay, there's a lot to this one. Floors will be continuously added to the new Tower of Trials. Cleared floors will not reset, so that is a really interesting thing. So it looks like instead of them resetting it monthly, we're just going to get new floors added on every so often, and you'll just keep going up and up and up instead of like, I guess that's kind of good because you're not going to miss out on older rewards if you're a newer player. Like once you get, like if you can't beat these 3 floors right now, these 3 floors will still be here, and then once you get your characters up to where they need to be to actually do these floors, you can always come back and beat them later. So that's actually kind of nice. I think that's pretty decent. 40 diamonds on level 3 is actually pretty nice too. So each stage will have some of their special effects and enemies uniques hidden in order to provide you a tougher challenge. We await to see what kinds of various strategies you come up with as you study the battles. I'm sure it's probably going to be like, there's obviously going to be like multiple different teams and multiple different heroes and stuff like that that you can use in order to beat this. But I'm imagining once like a lot of the YouTubers and stuff like that figure out what the best strat for a lot of these floors are, you're basically just going to want to use those units. I imagine unless you just have a lot of time on your hands and a lot of resources at your disposal, you're probably not going to be doing too much experimenting with this. Unless you just don't have one of the characters that you need or something like that, you could obviously like substitute some characters here and there. Okay, so a title has been changed due to the Tower of Trials update. So Tower Conqueror was Tower of Trials Conqueror. So that's pretty interesting. One of the, I guess the titles you can obtain from the old Tower of Trials will not be removed. You will be able to earn them through future events. Okay, so that's pretty interesting because if I'm not mistaken, I actually have Tower of Trials Conqueror, and you had to beat the last floor with only SSR heroes or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, or SR heroes. So that was a really tough one that a lot of people were like really like anxious on trying to complete. So I think that I guess because they're bringing this back in the future, you won't miss out on it per se, but you probably won't be able to get it for the time being. So that's really interesting. Fight Festival shop changes. I know a lot of people complain about the Fight Festival shop because it hasn't been updated since the game came out. The items in the Miscellaneous tab have been changed, and the purchase limits have been increased. Removed the ability to reset the limit with diamonds. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. 100 like red stones for like equipment enhancement. Looks like you're going to be able to buy 10 anvils at a time now, which is actually kind of nice because I think it was only 5 before. And then the rest of this seems like pretty casual sort of stuff. I guess if like you get to the higher tiers of geared PvP, you'll be able to buy like actually like a lot better stuff, but it's going to cost you a lot more festival coins, which once you rank up that high, you end up getting a lot of extra coins anyway, so maybe it'll even out. I don't play at a high level as far as geared PvP goes, so wouldn't know. Daily task rewards changed. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. Clear Fort Solgris is going to give you a Super Awakening coin now instead of food, which is good because honestly, like the fact that they give you food for a lot of these was really dumb anyway, because like this one particular, this is like a regeneration rate food. I want to say this one right here is actually for like XP gain, and I don't think anybody actually uses stages to like gain XP for their heroes, so a lot of this food is pretty useless in general. So the fact that they're going to be giving out much better rewards, it looks like now, I think this is a huge step in the right direction. That's actually very, very nice. I'm glad that they're changing these. These foods were just not really like worth a whole lot to anybody anyway, so that's kind of nice. And then it looks like we are going to be getting engravings for all of the new heroes. We still can't do the slime collab units, but hopefully they'll do that in the future. Miscellaneous added the ability to skip some animations in PvE content. Example, appearance in boss battles, phase changes in boss battles. Oh, okay, so that's actually kind of interesting. I think that'll save a little bit of time. And then ending bundles. A lot of the Merlin Festival stuff is going to be going away. I'm assuming they're going to be replacing it with a lot of the events and stuff like that for this collaboration, because it's basically the half celebration for this festival anyway. So maybe they're just going to rebrand it. I don't know exactly, but yeah, it looks pretty standard. I don't think they actually went over who the free unit was. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Jim, because in the promotional art and everything like that for the previous thing, like if we go back to the dev notes really quickly, this picture right here shows Jim, and then it has the costumes and stuff like that for the previous or the other heroes and everything like that. I would imagine it's probably going to be Jim, but that's just me speculating. I don't think that they actually said, like, I don't think they actually confirmed it. So that is a little unfortunate. I was hoping that they would kind of give us some real confirmation on that, unless I'm just missing it somewhere, which I think I've read pretty much all of this at this point. So that is really interesting. Honestly, I think it's going to be a pretty good update. It's going to be a really weird one. A lot of people are going to probably choose to skip this, and I definitely recommend, if you're even thinking about summoning on this banner, to probably wait and see if the units are actually good and worth summoning for first, because then you won't have to waste your gems and then get a whole bunch of, you know, units that you're not ever going to use. But then again, if you're a collector and you sort of have that collector mentality of like, hey, these collaborations never come back, which I don't think that there's potential for them to come back in the future, but none of them have returned so far. It should be really interesting. You might want to grab them while they're available, I guess, because I don't know, every once in a while there's like a random event or something like that in the game where a character from one of these collaborations ends up being super useful for it. So yeah, I guess that is pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm going to sit here and maybe answer some questions with chat for a minute before we cut this off, so that way I can just post it live and I'll make a thumbnail for it and everything, because I don't know if I'm going to be doing live news every week, but I figured I would give it a try. It seems kind of like an interesting concept, so that way I can kind of talk to you guys about it as well. So I don't know. You guys have any questions, I guess? I'll 6-6 all the units. I wish you luck. I don't know what the rates for this banner are yet, but I'm sure that they're going to be low. Did they put packs? Yeah, they did do different kinds of bundles and stuff like that for the bundle or the collaboration. So they're going to do the free SSR ticket and everything. And then it looks like these bundles actually have a decent amount of diamonds in them, but I don't know what the price is going to be. I would imagine they're probably going to be kind of expensive. I'm only going to go for them if they are legit the best units in the game. I completely agree with that. I think you should probably like hold off and just chill out with it. If you don't like, if you're not interested in the characters, I definitely recommend you just wait and see what some of the people with more disposable money and gems kind of have to say about the units first. Rip all those that never got Keo. Dude, Keo was a really good unit. Honestly, he's like probably the best unit from the KOF collab. Like Rugal kind of has been like outdated at this point, just because he was good to run with Blue Demon Meliodas, but I feel like people don't really use him all that much anymore. They come fully awakened level 80. Yes, they do. I don't like the new Tower of Trials system. They give no Super Awakening coins, even though Tower of Trials was made to give Super Awakening coins. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about that. I guess because they're giving us the new Super Awakening coin dungeon, they think that that's going to even out. but at the same time, the value, I feel like, on the Super Awakening dungeon versus the Anvil dungeon is not there. So I think I kind of agree with you on that one for sure. Like I kind of think this will be interesting. Like I think it's cool that they're giving us more of like a challenge, or there's hidden uniques and stuff like that on the characters. But yeah, as far as like Super Awakening coins, they really should, like, hopefully with some of the newer floors that they add, they'll give us more of those, which, because these aren't replayable and it doesn't reset, it could be not as good. I definitely see your point with that one. They didn't show us their skills, just so how they did is worth or not. Yeah, I don't know. I guess whenever we do our live stream tomorrow, I may end up streaming a tiny bit early, so that way we can go over the extended patch notes and everything like that, and kind of see what the heroes do before we go into the banner and everything like that. So if you guys want to hang out tomorrow, I'll definitely post like the live stream and everything like that beforehand. By the way, I completely forgot to mention, I seen somebody in chat say it, they are doing a pretty early patch. So for me, the maintenance is going to start at 9 p.m. and it looks like it'll be up around like 1 a.m. ish for me if they don't extend it at all. So we'll probably try to go live maybe like 30 minutes early or something like that, so around 12:30 a.m. my time-ish, so that way we can try to look over these extended patch notes and kind of hang out and chill out before the patch drops. Man, I'm still sad that when the 720 gems deep in Merlin banner and use those 300 gems on costumes, oh man, that sucks. I'm really glad that they did this like the sacred treasure discount and everything like that. I've been able to get a decent amount of my heroes that I didn't already have UR cosmetics and stuff like that. I went ahead and got the ones that I needed from those, but yeah, I don't know. Finally joining a stream. All right, so I don't really know what else we can go over. I think that is pretty much it for the patch notes and everything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here so I can make a thumbnail for this, and I'll keep this. I don't normally keep all of my live streams like live. I just keep them unlisted and everything like that, but we're gonna leave this live and everything like that, so that way this can be like, this will serve sort of as the news for this week. So yeah, I don't know. I'll try to come up with some sort of video or something like that. I've got a couple of team suggestions and everything like that that people want me to kind of go through, which I guess I kind of need to work on that now before the elite, or before the PvP closes for the night, before the maintenance or the end of the week thing starts. So that is pretty much it for me. Thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out in the live stream chat. Thanks for watching the video and everything like that, or I guess it would be like a VOD or something afterwards. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Feel free to subscribe and all that good stuff for more updates and everything in the future. So I'll see you then.